So today I am making a gift bag for the guests at a baby shower that I'm giving my niece-in-law, and her theme she wanted was baby in bloom, so flowers everywhere. So these poppies are perfect for that. So I did the poppies, and then there's an additional stems die just for flowers. So using both of those on this gift bag. So this gift bag is, oh, I'd say 3 inches by 2.5 inches. It was originally done for Easter, but I got some accessories for it, and I really like the sage is her favorite color. So I like the sage with the ivory and then the pop of habanero cut cardstock with it. So gluing the gift bag together, so it's just a simple die, and it is the, let me double check that, there's the Interchangeable Bag Topper, which is what I used for the handle and the front panel. And then there is, it's just the gift bag, the Easter gift bag. So used that. And I liked the bracket handle with this. I think it's a little more formal, a little dressy. We did it in some tonic mirror gold cardstock. And so you can have the bracket facing downwards, like I had it, or I decided I wanted it up towards the handle. I liked it a little better. Keep the bottom flat. So then you just glue that on the sides. And now what I should have done though is decorated that front panel, then glued it on. It wasn't hard to decorate it already attached, but it just makes more sense to do it before you attach it. So attaching the front panel, and then again on the back panel, I should have stamped my sentiment first before I added it. But all I had to do was cut out a little piece of cardstock and then stamp it on that and add it to the back, and it turned out fine. You'll see it at the end. So adding the back panel. And then the other thing I loved about the handles is even though they are connected at the top, all I had to do was snip them apart because I wanted separate handles. We made wildflower honey butter to go in the little bag in a little bottle that we got off Amazon that said baby in bloom, thank you for attending the shower. And then there was some flower seeds and some jasmine scented lotion. So it worked out perfect. It was really cute. And so I wanted the main poppy to be popped up. So I'm adding a bunch of teeny tiny little foam squares and going to peel off that and then add a little bit of glue to the top of that so that there's some movement time. So just to go over the cardstock real quick, the green is jelly bean green. The red is cherry red. The metallic gold, oh, you know what? The metallic gold was Star Dream. And the cream was Pop Tone Whipped Cream. So those were all cardstocks available at Discount Cardstock. And I love that all of these colors work so well together. It makes it a little more formal. And these were the colors we did throughout the shower. So I added the top layer to the poppy, and now I'm adding the, what do I want to say, like the outer petal layer of the poppy. And then I'll add in the stems, not stems. I don't think I know what the stamen for the flower. And then there will be one more, I believe, layering piece to go over that after I clean up my mess. Oh, no, that's it. So the main poppy just has the 4 layers. So it's got the stamen, the popped up layer, the base layer, and then the additional petals. And then the smaller poppies have 3 layers. So you've got here the main layer, and then you glue in the stamen, and then there's another additional petal that goes over that. And then they come with a great set of greenery that goes with them, but I wanted additional greenery. So I cut more out, and I wanted some gold. I've got gold on the handles, and so I wanted some gold on the front too, within the floral arrangement. So just gluing on the front petal for the two smaller poppies. I just love poppies. And the dies emboss the lines so you know where to line everything up, which is really wonderful on these dies. So here's the additional stem set, and just kind of getting a feeling of how I wanted to lay everything out, which stems I wanted to use. So turned off the camera, played for about 5 minutes, figured out what I wanted. I did cut some of the stems out of gold, and then I'll do some inlay die cutting with that first stem that I'm gluing right now, just to add a little more glitz to it. So I do like on the additional stems, the ones that kind of looks like eucalyptus leaves, but it also kind of looks like lavender. So you can cut it out of green and then cut another set out of lavender, and then just cut the lavender leaves off and then glue them on top of the green, and I did that on a different card and it looked amazing. It was perfect. So just another way to use that set. So here I'm doing the inlay die cutting of gold. And then I will add on, you can see I've got leaves popping out of the smaller poppies up top. So I will add those on, kind of figure what I want, and go from there. So the thing that took the longest was just deciding what I wanted. This video, I'm not quite sure, probably 13 minutes long. And I would say the project was probably 25 minutes long. So it wasn't, and that was with me trying to figure out what I wanted. So it's not a long project. So once I had decided what I wanted, mass producing and that, I was able to knock out 10 more bags that night. So it's not a huge, complicated project. Once you make your decisions. And then the mom-to-be was able, under the sentiment, able to sign her name for the thank you. So that worked out really well too. So the leaves that I'm adding, sorry, it's thundering here right now. The leaves that I'm adding are part of the poppy set. They're additional leaves. So getting those added in. Taking my time figuring out what I want. So I wish another thing I could have done is just tied a little bit of twine around this, or put a twine bow on it like it was a tied bouquet. I should have done that now that I'm looking at it. You get all these ideas after you're done. I suppose you got to stop somewhere, otherwise we'd be creating the same project all the time. So getting the gold and green stems in, and then getting that last poppy glued on. And I decided I want that leaf poking downward. I'm not sure when I decided that. I might have decided later on. I'm not quite sure. So then I take some of the leftover stems that you can see are laying about my desk, and I put them underneath the poppies as their stems. we go. So trimming the stems. I think there's 6 different kinds of stems that come with the stem set. I don't think I'm saying the name right. I'll link it at the end. It hasn't been released yet, so it doesn't have a name. So I'll get the name in the description box below. So that completes the front. I decided not to really add any bling because I had the gold foil pieces. So there's the front of the card. I'm trying to decide. Oh, I do add one more leaf and it goes downward. That was when I decided that. And of course, you always decide it after you've already glued something down. All right, so that's the front. And now I need to add on the handles and get the sentiment taken care of. So the handles, again, I cut out of Star Dream Metallic Gold. And you'll see that the handles are hooked together at the top, and I just cut them apart. They look cute as an arch, but I needed them apart to fit everything in that we needed to put in there. And again, these handles are a separate purchase. It's called the Interchangeable Bag Topper. So now I'm stamping the sentiment. Again, I just cut out of the rectangle out of the same Pop Tone whipped cream cardstock, and then attached it to the back of the bag. So that finishes our project for today. Thanks so much for joining me. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.